Hello everyone, I'm Lynette and this is Charmed Grammy Crochet, and I sure can't understand why it's so dark in here or something. I don't know, the light is on, too much natural light coming in. Oh, maybe that's it. Oh, look at that. Well, now let's turn this on and see what we get. Oh, that makes it, I don't know. I don't know, we'll leave the ring light on and the curtain closed and see how we do. So I'd like to welcome you into the yarn room today. It's been a while since I've been in here. This is Charmed Grammy Crochet, and this is, I think, Charm Chatter 162 or 3. And I'm not quite sure what the date is. It's Thursday. I know it's not Friday, Mondays and Fridays. I know. I'm not very good at keeping my word, apparently, on that because it hasn't worked out yet. I did make a video on a Monday, but then I've made many in between, and maybe tomorrow is Friday. Well, for sure tomorrow is Friday. And I'm not quite sure if I'm going to have anything to make a video about tomorrow. But I was so excited that I had to make the video today. So I did get, so let's see. I am subscribed to and totally enjoy Dina's Homespun's channel with Dina and Pamela from Pamela's Adoring Crochet. I love their videos. I think they're wonderful women, and I think it was Dina. I know Dina is the one that sent me this, but I got Happy Mail from Dina, and I'm not quite sure who actually. I believe again it was Dina, but I know this is making zero sense, right? So Pamela received a calendar, and I think she saw it from Jeannie on the Hook Crochet, or Jeannie What's on the Hook Crochet. You know who she is. And then I think Dina saw it, and then Dina decided that she wanted to do like a crochet along with a collaboration of several of us and anybody else who wants to join in on the fun. So we started it, but I did not have a calendar. Dina, when she contacted me, this is why I think Pamela had the calendar first, but Dina's the one that contacted me. So I guess I should have said that first. Anyway, Dina contacted me and asked me if I would like to participate. And I'm like, oh, yeah. So she said she would send me the calendar, which I thought was fabulous and such a wonderful, wonderful gift. And I was very excited to get it. Well, she sent it to my post office box because that's what's on my, YouTube channel at the bottom of my description box is my post office box. And I go there usually once a week. So I went there last week on Wednesday, and it apparently arrived on Thursday. So it's been there a whole week, and I didn't know it. And I'm so disappointed. But I went and got it today. All that to say that I got it today. And I took it out of the box that it came in. And it came in then in this wonderful bag. Isn't this cool? So I haven't opened it from the bag. I haven't seen what's inside. I wanted to share it with you. If I can figure out how to untie the knot. Who would think that untying a bow is all that hard? Who has a bow with 4 ends? There we go. Got it. Okay. So, and there's a little card that says a gift from you, and it's Dina saying thank you for joining. And I'm saying thank you for including. Isn't that pretty? And I'm sure if you've seen Dina or any of the above. Oh, there's my ring light showing in it. Okay, so minus the ring light. Let's see if we can do it this way. Okay. Nope, get the ring light. Isn't that beautiful? So I wasn't sure what exactly the patterns were going to be because I hadn't seen all of them. But oh my goodness, so cute. There are blankets in here. Oh goodness gracious. So I'll let you see them all. So this is January's, which, oh, there's the ring light again. Let me turn it off. I hope it doesn't get too dark then. Oh, no, not too bad. So this was January's trivets and February's pot holders. Then March is these 2 granny squares that I read the pattern because Dina sent it to me, and they are supposed to be made out of cotton, but I'm not going to do that. Like I said, I'm going to try to make a scarf with this pattern. to match that hat. If you saw the previous video that I did, match the hat for my daughter-in-law. Then there's there's a mobile and some blankets and a pillow, a couple pillows, and I don't even know what December's is. And maybe some more pot holders and a purse. Oh my goodness, so adorable. And I believe, obviously, you get this on Amazon. And it's A Good Day to Crochet is the name of the calendar. 2021 activity calendar. 12 crochet patterns included. So let's take the plastic off. Oh, it's nice and heavy. It's got a cardboard. I think that comes out. That's just for shipping purposes. So I didn't bring up the things that I made. I showed you last time, but this is a bigger picture of January's. And this one is February's. And I made the ones that match my kitchen curtains, which I know a couple of people in the comments have asked to see my kitchen curtains, and I will show them again. But they're in the downstairs and I'm in the upstairs. And I don't know how to insert a picture because I just upload off of right from YouTube. So editing from, I don't know how to do that on YouTube. So when I'm doing a shorter video downstairs, I will do it where you can see the kitchen curtains, I promise. And this is the one for March, big picture. So that's pretty cool. I'll be making that soon. Like I said, I want to use the pattern, I think, to make a scarf. I'm going to try that. And so I didn't tell you what today is because I wasn't sure, because I didn't have my calendar open yet. But today is February 18th. Right there. So, very cool. Then when you get to the back, I know this from watching the other videos, in the back are the actual patterns. All printed out for you with a little nice place to keep them. So that is so very cool. And if anyone that would like to join us, I believe we are using hashtag crochet calendar fun as a hashtag, and then people can see. You can always post any pictures if you decide to do this. Any pictures, I'm sure, to any of our Facebook group pages. I have one. I'm pretty sure Pamela has one. I don't know if Dina has one. Who else is doing this? Ella from No Catchy Name is involved. I think Jennifer from Cinnamon Stitches might be doing it as well. And I hope I'm not forgetting anybody. Because I didn't write that information down. Shame on me. But I will have everybody listed in the description box below at the end of this video. So, not only do you get the cool bag, you get the cool calendar. I think that's so awesome. And that calendar is going to be in my crochet room. In my yarn room. And that's garbage and a new project. So you get a project bag for all of your projects as you go. Which my project bag already has, I already have March's project in a bag. Which is downstairs because that's where I do most of all of my crocheting. So my whips tend to be downstairs where I can sit on the comfy couch and crochet. Even though I did bring, because some of my whips, now I have a lot of blankets going, so some of my whips are in some really big bags with lots of yarn in them for blankets. So speaking of that, well, no, I'm not speaking of that yet. I have a finished object, and it is in this bag, which is a really nice bag that I got at my store that I used to buy the cheap yarn from. And this is, wait, I wrote notes because I knew I would forget. Oh, there's my notes. All the information that I have to tell you about this. I stuck notes. Okay. So, I'm doing that Make 9 with the Zoom ladies, and Trisha picked me out some pictures, or some patterns, and one of the patterns was for a stole. And it was to use, I was using, anyway, I wanted to use this Huga yarn from Red Heart, and it's in the color Aloe, and it's a 5-weight yarn, and I did use an 8mm hook. Well, I started making that the shawl pattern that she picked out for me, and I loved the yarn, but I couldn't get the pattern, and it was just being a pain in the ass. Pain in the rear end. Oops. So I opted not to do that one, and she picked me out another one. Happiness Shawl, I believe is what it's called. And I was going to do it with the Hygge yarn, but then I decided, look at me, I got dark circles under my eyes. I'm sorry. Anyway, I was going to make it with the Hygge yarn, but the pattern is lacy, and this bulky yarn was too big for it. I couldn't picture it in my head in this yarn. But I have some very beautiful 3-weight yarns that I'm going to make that shawl with. I just haven't decided which one because, like I said, I have some really pretty ones. And so I have to decide what one I'm going to use. I kind of wanted to use my Happy because it makes me happy, but I believe my Happy is 4-weight. Yeah, my Happy is a medium. And I looked for it in the skinny cakes, but they didn't have it. So I'm going to pick a different one. And I'm not sure which one yet, but I still wanted to use my Hygge yarn because it's so soft. And as I said, this is in the color Aloe. So I started basically on Tuesday, and I finished it yesterday. And this is a Red Heart Yarn Inspiration free pattern from their website called Oversized Style Crochet Shawl. And I did take all, this is, wait, I had a little, what did I do with my leftover yarn? I had just a teeny bit left over. I had to, oh, there it is. I had 5 skeins, and this is what is left of the 5th. Not very much. And I was going to wear this for the video, but it is so warm, and I have a heater vent right on the other side of this camera. It gets so hot in this yarn room that I couldn't. So let me show you. Now it's mostly a V-stitch. There are 2 rows that are solid double crochets, no V. One like right in this area here. I don't know if you can tell. And then at the bottom right before you do a shell stitch. They're supposed, I did not do, there was supposed to be a solid row and then one more row and then the V-stitch. I mean the shell stitch for the end. And I'm going to tell you, I did not do that one row because I knew I wouldn't have enough yarn. I really felt like I would not have enough yarn for the shell at the bottom, and I really wanted the shell. So anyway, this is what it looks like. I will demonstrate. It is 30 inches long at the point. I hope I didn't miss any. I thought I got, oh man. I don't know, I hope you can see. It's 30 inches long at the point. I'll flip that one. Oh, wait, I'm just trying to adjust. There. I put the camera there so I could do this. Okay. So 30 inches long at the point, and it is bigger than 45 inches before it gets to this little, it's got this like curves up. I don't know why it did that, but in the pattern it does that too. Don't mind my big old belly, but it fits all the way around. I was a little concerned that I wasn't gonna have enough yarn to make it big enough, you know, to hang low enough on me, and I love it. It is so warm and so soft. Oh my goodness, it was chilly last night and I just had it on me as I was finishing it up. I just had it laying over me, and then this little, it just kind of like curves in here, and it doesn't look bad as it's hanging down. It just like curves, and it's cute. And if I put a little shawl pin even and held it together, totally love it. And I love it in this yarn. So this is the one finished object that I did start and finish since my last video. And I can't wear it in here in front of the heater because it is, as I said, way too hot. But it's gorgeous, and I would recommend it for anyone and everyone. Now, the pattern, which I didn't even realize, really was saying to use a 4 millimeter, a 4-weight yarn and an 8mm hook. I used, as I said, and still use the 8mm hook, but this yarn is a 5. And I probably could have even gone, you know, up a couple of sizes in the hook, but I'm real happy with what I got. So let me put this back in this bag so that I don't get it. I mean, there's nothing on the floor anyway, but so then I wanted to tell you, I know, so this is, remember I talked about doing a ruana, and it's like Luna but Runa. So it starts with an R, R-U-A-N-A, and my Miss Madonna told me that that's what I was looking to make, and I didn't even realize that what I wanted to make was something that I already have, but not in yarn. This is a ruana. I didn't know that that's what it was called, but it's like a big old blankie. It's all one piece. You can see that it is slit to go around you. And again, I'm not going to leave this on because it's really hot in here. And this is like a fleecy kind of material, but you wear it like a blankie with a neckline. So it's kind of like a rectangular poncho, maybe, you know, with the slit in the front. I don't know what you know, you can call it whatever you want to call it or liken it after, but this is how you wear it. It's not together, so it's just folds over you like a big old blanket with a slit in the side or in the middle, and I love it. And this is really comfy. I've worn it in a couple of videos already. It's really not two-sided, but because there is a tag, but I can wear it either sided and not care. And I'm showing you this because this is exactly the thing that I talked about I wanted to make out of the skinny cakes that I bought. So I measured this. It is 45 inches from, you know, end to end wide, and it's 66 inches tall or long, however you want to call that dimension. So it's 45 by 66. And I've decided that I'm going to join Nan's Next Knots Lucky Draw Crochet Along. That is started today, the 18th of February. She drew color number 8. So I will link her video on the start of this today if anybody wants to join. It's very awesome and simple. So you do whatever crochet stitch you want to do, you know, single, double, half double, whatever. I'm going to do half double crochet, and I'll let her describe what you do, but you do like 3 rows of a solid, not solid, of your base border, whatever color. So I'm going to use white, and I have this Pound of Love from Lion Brand. And then you choose 8 colors that you're going to crochet into your blanket, and you make a blanket. So I chose 4 colors, and I'm just going to number them 1, 2, 3, 4, and then number them 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm not sure which is going to go which yet, because I'm just going to pick one up and say this is number 1. And that'll be number 1 and number 5. Because I'm not going to make a full blanket. I'm going to make one of these out of these 4 colors of yarn. And I only chose 4 colors because it's only 45 inches wide, and I'm going to go with, I mean, I'm going to crochet the length, you know, I'm going to crochet it the 66 inch direction. So do my starting foundation of the blanket, which will be done in the white. So I'm going to do like 3 rows of that. I'm going to do half double crochet because this goes 20 weeks long, and I might not make it 20 weeks. I might run out of width before then. So I'm going to do half double crochet, which is one of my, out of the basic stitches, one of my favorite. I prefer doing that to double crochet. I like the half double crochet better. So I'm going to do half double crochet to start. She suggests that you do 3 rows to give yourself a good foundation. I am going to do 2 rows because eventually I'm going to do a row around of border, like this has this, you know, edge on it to go all the way around. So I'm going to do 2 rows of the half double crochet, and then you start the pattern, which is just it's like a little window row. So you do a row of your stitch, then you do a row of like crochet, chain 1, skip 1, crochet, chain 1, skip 1. So it ends, and then you do a row of the whatever crochet stitch you're using again. So it'll be each, and it's weekly, so each week you get 3 rows of color, and then you put in, I think she puts in 3 rows of just, or yeah, I'm pretty sure she does 3 rows of the solid again, or like the white, the base color. And then the next week she picks another number, and that's what you add for your color. So when I get to like halfway of the 45 inches, which is what, I don't know, I can't do the math right now, 27 and a half. Okay, I couldn't do the math right now. 27 and a half inches. Then when I get to my 3 of the white at the like 27 and a half inch area, when I do the separation for the next week, I'll do one row. I'm only going to do 2 rows, I think, of the white. Again, because it's a 20-week crochet along, I'm not going to get 20 weeks, I don't think. So I'm going to try to minimize how much white I use in between, and do the smaller stitch so that I can continue longer into the, I have something coming up on my screen there. I'll get rid of that. So anyway, because I want to participate the 20 weeks, but I think I won't have enough 45-inch width for the 20 weeks, particularly if I do double crochet and I need to do a bigger hook because I want it to drape well and hang nicely. I don't want it to be stiff. So that's why I'm going to use 4 different colors only instead of 8, and just number them with 2 different numbers. And when I get to the center, then I'll do the 1 row of border, and then split and do a chain, and split it and not connect it. You know what I mean? So that I can have the part that goes around your neck, and then I'll continue on. So I think I'm only going to do, maybe I'm going to play it by ear. I'm going to do 2 rows. This is what I do know. I'm going to do 2 rows to start with, because the 3rd row will be the border that goes all the way around. Then I'm going to do the 3 rows of, solid, and then the window, and then the solid again. And then I think I'm just going to do 1 row, even though I think I'll just do 1 row of the white in between, and then continue on. I'm hoping that's the way it's going to work out. I might have to play with it and frog it and see what happens. And I'm going to use this as a guide to see how far along I'm going each week. So these are the colors that I picked out. I have this Red Heart Bunches of Hugs in this color Princess. And it's white and a couple of different colors of pink and a coral. So that's why the white is the border. And this, even though we'll just go with it. Then I have the brighter pink. This is Red Heart Comfort Sport. This is a 3-weight yarn. I mean a 4-weight yarn. This is a 4. They're all 4-weight yarn except this one is a sport. I do have a different pink, I think, that I could use. I didn't even realize that this one is a sport weight. I have a different pink. I'll pick out a different one. So then I'm going to use pink. I have the Bunches of Hugs in the coral, and I have it in the light pink. So, Chloe is calling me. I'll have to call her back. And then I have it in the light pink. So that's, those are the colors that I'm going to use. I will pick out a different darker pink instead of this bright one. And so that's going to be my next, but it's not going to be a blanket. It's going to be my prototype for my ruana. And I'm excited about it, and I'm going to start it today for sure. And I am going to let it live in this basket because all the yarn fits. and that's where we're at. So I am going to link the video to Nan's Next Knots. If you have not subscribed to her, please do. And I will link her video today, or maybe the one that she's talking about it on the. I'm going to link today's video, and because I think in her today's video, she has the link to the original describing how how the program works. But every week she's going to pick a number, and that's the new rows that you add to your blanket. And it goes on for 20 weeks. So I don't know if I'll have 20 weeks worth, but I will have as many weeks worth as I can make out of this. And I will probably use a 6 or 6.5 millimeter hook. And I will definitely be doing half double crochets. I'll use a 6 millimeter hook probably. What does this yarn say? Let's just see what this yarn says to use. And I'm going to go up bigger than that, because when you use the hook size, see, this says 5.5 millimeter. I think I'll probably go 6.5 millimeter. I tend to, I think, crochet tight, particularly when I know the stitch well and I can just real fast. And that being said, then my projects are stiffer, I find, particularly when it's not an extremely soft yarn. And this is, it's not soft, but it's, it's just like Red Heart Super Saver. It's, got some stiffness to it. So I find myself, I need a bigger hook. So I'm going to go at least 6.5 millimeter, or maybe I'll even go 7, but I don't know. I don't want to go 7. I think 6.5 millimeter. And we'll see how far I get with all my different colors. Because the colors coordinate, I was even half tempted not to put the white in it at all and just do the 4 other colors, so that I'll get more of the colors. And I don't know, what do you guys think? Because not bordering it with white is a really good idea as well. Bordering it with a different color than white. And there's like the 4 colors in this yarn: the light pink, the dark pink, the coral, and the white. All right, light pink, dark pink, coral, white. Yeah. Oh, and then this one. So the 5th color is this. I'm like, wait, there's another color. Duh, Lynette, it's this one. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I did work this morning. I guess I didn't sleep well again last night. And I did work this morning, so that must be the problem. So maybe I should border it in a different color than the white. Maybe, because I really like this coral, maybe I should use the coral as the border color. I like that idea. That's what I'm going to do. And then use the white as the 4th color. Yeah, perfect. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I don't know how much I'll get done of this tonight, and I'm going to do my color naming in a minute when this video is over. And I will show you my progress either tomorrow, probably not, or Monday, or before. Okay, guys, that's all I got. Thanks for sticking with me. And I will see you tomorrow. Or next time. Thanks for liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting. I do read all the comments. I comment back, or at least put a heart, indicating that I read it. If I had something to say to it, I do. Sometimes it takes me a couple days to get through all of them, but I try to get them as quickly as possible. One more thing I wanted to say. Can't remember. I'll remember another time. Oh, have a totally awesome rest of your day. See you next time. Bye.